There we are. Good morning,
Taylor
afternoon.
and Travis are engaged. Taylor and Travis are engaged.
So much for teasing that first.
It's Curt and Jen in the Morning Podcast. Thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, love, follow, comment. All those things help the podcast, and we would love it if you could help us grow
Some
the
of the
show.
stuff we're going to talk about today. There's a new exercise trend you may enjoy. Also, our question of the day was, what is the best summertime ice cream cheat for hot days? Ice cream treats.
Oh, ice cream treats. What is Smellmaxxing? The 2025 trends that are already dying, and a song from the 90s, Curt, has become the song of the summer for 2025. It's crazy.
And I sort of disagree with this as a summer song, but that's just me, right?
Well, we don't get to decide that.
I think I should have some say in that. I mean,
I have to say,
yes.
this whole Taylor Travis engagement. I mean, first of all, this should not be breaking news for you, because unless you're living under a rock, it was freaking everywhere yesterday.
Now, yesterday was the first time I heard them make the reference to Tavis. That's the two of them together as Tavis, because I guess trailer would sound bad. Yes. So they're Taylor. All right. Yes, the big announcement, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift engaged. Did you happen to see the ring?
Duh, Curt. Of course, it was the first thing I looked for. I didn't know there was a separate picture of it. And once I zoomed into the picture to see it, and then I scrolled through the other pictures. I'm like, oh, I didn't have to zoom. It's right here.
Yeah.
Close up.
But
he designed it.
Was it $400,000 they're estimating it cost?
Is that what it is? I didn't read how much.
I did read that.
You did?
Yes.
Well,
so
dang it. I don't have all the details. Then I feel like I will say that Mr. Kelce, Travis's dad, said the proposal happened 2 weeks ago in a garden in Lee's Summit, Missouri. It was beautiful. If you haven't seen the pictures, it was this beautiful space he decided to propose in.
And he's down on one knee, just like a true prince.
I just think I really love this. And I really hope that all of it is genuine, and that they're so happy together. I mean, they seem it like oozes through any picture and video and all the things.
Well, they had some of these people that can analyze those kind of body language and stuff like that watched the when she was on their podcast, the New Heights podcast, and they said these two are genuinely crazy about each other.
Oh,
so
that's what everybody should have, like find and have. And
did you see that they were saying that like everybody's trying to sort of glom onto this announcement? Starbucks had to mention it on their the day it brought back the pumpkin spice latte, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday. And then even President Trump, who has trashed Taylor, said congratulations to them.
So does that mean he's turned a leaf, or does that mean he's just all over the place?
You know what? One can only hope, Curt, and I'm going to hold out hope. So I'm going to go with yes. He's turning a leaf.
Wouldn't that be something?
You know,
so congratulations to the happy couple. Was there anything else you wanted to share about this?
No, I was just going to say there's a glimmer of hope for, that situation, that he's found some kindness in his heart to say congratulations. And that's the right thing to do.
And I guess Taylor is our closest thing to a princess that we'll get in America, right? So this is like a royal wedding.
Oh, Curt, it's going to be the wedding of the century.
Millennia.
Something. And even Pat, hot firefighter boyfriend Pat, who is not into any of this stuff, texted me and he's like, did you hear the news that Taylor's engaged? Like, yes, I have.
You on it? Oh, no, you already had. All right. We talked about Powerball last show or 2 shows ago, and guess what? No winner.
No winner on Monday. And so now it's offering its 7th biggest prize drawing ever tonight at $815 million because no one won on Monday.
Again, I just can't help but think some people are holding out for $1 billion.
Well, and not buy. I mean, I forgot to buy it on Monday. I was real mad at myself, but I actually set a little reminder in my phone today to go buy one before the drawing.
Well, if you would have got it on Monday, it sounds like that would have been the winning one, right?
Probably, but now I guess that it's going to have to be the winning one today.
Okay.
Buy a ticket.
815 million is okay with you?
Can't win if you don't play.
There you go.
Oh, Curt, how was your birthday last night? First of all, I love that International Dog Day was on the same day as your birthday. It's perfect.
You know, it is every year. August 26th is International Dog Day, and also the day that I burst into the world. I mean, I don't know. Is that a coincidence? I don't know.
No, well, you love dogs so like you have a deep love and passion for dogs, so it all makes
True.
sense to me.
So you wanted to know about the big plans for the birthday, and
Yeah,
we ended up doing exactly what I wanted, which was to go have a amazing dinner at Calabria, and then their amazing afterwards. We had their well. See if you can guess what it was. We're at an Italian restaurant, and we got cake
tiramisu.
tiramisu. Yes, fantastic.
Calabria, for those that don't know, is this really cute local, very like I feel like hyper local Italian restaurant in
Mhm.
Mill Creek area.
It's very unassuming. You drive by and say, "Oh, okay, there's a restaurant there,"
Into this
but
little strip mall.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. And you know, we know the owner and everything. You'd think I would have got the tiramisu for free, but no, and that's okay. These are tough times.
Oh, I thought they would do free birthday
Well, I
desserts.
would have had to announce it was my birthday to the entire
You
place.
didn't tell. Well, that's why you didn't get it for free then, because they didn't know it was your birthday for real.
Well, you weren't there to loudly announce it to everybody, so
I would have too. You know
I
that.
know, I know. So it was a great birthday. Thank you. And I think we're gonna do it. Oh, okay. There's the hand up.
I have my hand up for a question for Curt, actually, a comment. I called Curt yesterday several times and he finally called me back so I could personally wish him a very happy birthday.
And
And
that
I
was
did it
awesome.
on FaceTime and I had him show me the doggies because he has 6 of them at his
Right
house
now.
right now. And he has like tricked out his backyard for these puppies. They are living the highest level of luxury for puppies. They have little like cots that they can sun themselves on. They
Hmm.
have all the toys that any dog could ever want. I mean, they are living the high life. So I hope whoever adopts them can live up to what you've created for their first life experience.
Well, I appreciate that's very kind of you. I think that we did. Well, see, here's the thing on Amazon Prime Day, they had it's like a raised dog bed. It's like if you put a dog bed out there, you know, on the ground, it's raised by like 4 or 5 inches, but they were on sale for cheap, so I got 3 of them because we had 3 dogs at the time.
I mean,
Uh,
it's unbelievable.
well, yeah, we'd like to think that the dogs have it pretty good here, which is why it surprises me when they try to escape. Little weasels. Like, I'm going to make a break for it. It's like, where do you think you're going? It's going to be better than this, dog. So
Cutest
thank you
thing
for the
ever.
kind and everybody that posted on Facebook and everything. I appreciate it. It was a great day, you know, and any day above the ground and not in it, right? That's a good
Right.
thing. And you did some good work. You did the
Well,
good work of volunteering.
I was volunteering at Macy's High School
Hmm.
for it was called Fee Day, where all the kids come in and do their fees. I'm helping the booster club with some things. And I cried at the school because I'm going to try to make a very long story short, but this senior, um, I was asking her mom is very involved in the school. And
Okay.
I was asking her, are you excited for the year? And she's like, I absolutely hate it here, which is why I'm doing full time running
Hmm.
start this year. And I said, oh, is this so you'll graduate with like an AA? She's like, no, this is my first year I'm doing it, but I couldn't take it anymore. She's like, people are so mean here. She said, I was
Huh.
just standing in line for my parking spot, which, by the way, side note, was a crazy long line. Kids were in line at 6 a.m. It didn't even start until 9 a.m. to sell parking, but they wanted to get a good parking spot. Anyway, I digress. She was in line, and there was some girls behind her who were like whispering about her. So clearly she could hear it about how crazy it was that she was by herself in the line for parking.
Mm.
I mean, this is
Kids can
not
be
how our
cruel.
children
Yeah.
should be like, that should not be their learning environment, number one. And number two, our schools should be, I just wish I could like sprinkle the pixie dust that I have to just let everyone realize that we're all here trying to do the same thing and get through life. And
Yeah.
kindness is going to make it easier. And it's better in your heart than being mean. Because I said, you know what, both my girls have experienced the same thing. So this is not new to me. It's
Right.
just was hit hard that someone else even said it, right? And I asked my girls, both my girls independently, why are these kids popular? Because they're mean. And she says it's absolutely true. They're mean. People fear them. It gets fed into. It's terrible. I hate it so much, and I can't wait for it to be over.
I kind of I've wondered. I think it's worse now than it was when, go back to when we were in junior high and high school. But I just don't know if it was, and this is a good thing. I don't know if it was reported as much back then. I mean, if you had kids that were getting shoved into lockers or picked on or whatever, there was no resources, I mean, to go and say, hey, this is happening, and if you did, I think the mentality was, oh, that's just part of school.
Well, it is. It still is that mentality, because what can you really do about that kind of thing? For real. You can't do a lot about it. So you have to, as a parent, you have to equip your kids with a lot of like confidence and just tell, hopefully they can separate that noise.
Right.
It makes my heart so sad. I just, they need the life experience to know what we know, of course, but it's disheartening to me.
And I don't know if there's anything we could do or parents can do or say to change that. And a lot of the parents probably don't know that their kids are being mean.
Probably not. And there is things that parents can do, because they can raise kind children. I believe mine are kind. I mean, do they have little mean streaks when they lash out at the people that are being mean? Probably, yeah. But for the most part, I have to believe my kids are kind-hearted.
Oh, Riley is super mean to me.
Yeah. Anyway, you can move on. Thank you for letting me get on my soapbox. I don't recognize.
Wait for it.
Okay.
And I'd give up forever to touch you.
Oh my. This is the best you can come up with for a cover version?
Right now.
No, it was my favorite thing that I came up with, though.
Oh my God. We can't. So here's the deal. We can't play the real song because we get dinged. We're not allowed to do it. It's against the law.
That was a sweet old guy, probably in his 80s, just with a guitar in his living room playing away. So in his defense, good for him for doing that.
Okay. Yes, for sure. So
the song there that you just played.
Yeah, it's the song of the summer for 2025. It's from the 90s. And what is it, Curt?
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, which I believe came out for the City of, was it City of Dreams? Was the movie City of
Angels?
Angels. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, not City of Dreams.
Yeah, I think it was.
Does that sound right? We can look it up, or I can look it up. You looking for it? It was. I always thought the summer song had to be an upbeat song because it was a summer song. Many years back now, it was "Call Me Maybe" or whatever. But now it looks like it's a very little mellow love song. Here's the deal: they're saying that one part of what's fueling the comeback of Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Apparently on TikTok, younger fans are discovering Iris through short emotional clips, giving it some new life. What did you find out? City of Angels?
City of Angels. Yeah, City of Angels.
So there's a new life coming from that. They're using it as background music for these emotional, poignant video clips. And also, apparently, I don't remember this when I saw Deadpool and Wolverine last summer. It is featured in that movie a lot. And that movie moment created a viral bump across social platforms.
Okay. I mean, that's crazy to me. I mean, they're saying, did you say it was released in 1998?
I was thinking, you know what? That's right. I thought it was 96, but it's 98.
And it was number one for 18 weeks. It was like a record-breaking 18 weeks at number one.
I wasn't paying attention because I did not know that. I mean, where was I in 1998? Oh, I was working at the alternative radio station, so we weren't really necessarily playing that at the time.
It just goes to show that streaming songs can change the success, like reinvigorate old songs, right? They like TikTok will introduce these old songs to entirely new audiences, and they are like, oh my God, this was so great. And we're like, duh, we already know it was number one for 18 weeks when it came out.
So yeah, I was in Detroit. But no, when I met them, I'm going to say the Goos were the first band that I met that I actually shared some real time with. There's plenty of meet and greets. You shake their hand and say, hey, love the music or whatever. But this was, come on the tour bus, Curt. And I did an interview, and there was some alcohol involved. And they were playing at a place in Toledo called Frankie's. This is way back when they were first starting out. So nice guys,
awesome.
Good dudes. That sounded like name dropping or bragging, right?
No, it's just sharing your experience. Like they're cool. They were cool. They were cool kids.
Right. And if I was bragging, I wouldn't use the Goo Goo Dolls as an example. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? All right. What's the deal with these? Well, trends come and trends go, as we know. And already some 2025, this year's trends that are already on the decline.
And I have one of them. There's 4 of them on our list, and I have one of them. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The first one on the list is this little thing called Labubu, a Labubu. And I bought this Labubu. Let me get it out of the box. I bought this Labubu because I was convinced that it was the secret one. And if you have a secret one, that's real good. This is not the secret one. I bought it for 25 US dollars when I was in Lake Roosevelt, because I had heard about, like, it's just one of those universal, like, all the universe is bringing this all together, right? I'd heard about the Labubus. We had talked about on the show things that you buy, childish things you buy with your adult money.
Right.
My daughter was talking about Labubus with her friend, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, on the shelf while we were checking in to our little camp spot at Two Rivers Resort in Lake Roosevelt was this one Labubu. And I like to say it, Labubu. I mean, anyway.
What's the one you want to get this? What's the special one called?
It's a secret one. So on the back, it shows you, in this box, it shows you in this box, there could be one of 6, but there also could be one of these secret designs. And I fell for it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you fell for it or not. My friend and I guess sort of employee, Trevor, who does a lot of the gigs I do, he said we were at a Sounders game not long ago, and he just leans over and he goes, "You need to start talking about Labubus." And I was like, and my first thought was, "Honey Boo Boo? What's Labubu?" And he's like, "Just look it up." Apparently, he and his wife also collect them or get them, or maybe they're trying to get the secret one too.
They are. You try to get the secret one, and then you can sell them for a lot of money. This one I cannot sell for a lot of money.
That's worth exactly what you paid for it or less.
Right.
So Labubus are a trend that they're saying is already trending down. I find that hard to believe. But of course, if I just heard about it, that means it's been out for a while.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, if we're just, Okay.
What about what's a lobster sweater?
Well, it's just there was this big trend earlier in the spring this year where everybody was wanting to look like they had been to Cape Cod, right? So there's these cable knit sweaters with a lobster on it. That was all the rage. But since May, which is not very much we're still in spring and May, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been on the decline. So these are just like hot blips. Same with bubble skirts. By the way, I loved bubble skirts when I was in school in the 80s. I had bubble skirts. I loved them so much. I was excited when Vogue and Elle announced they were coming back, but then now they're out.
When somebody also corrected us on a Monday thing we were talking about, you said, "Remember this?" And I was like, parachute kids or something like that. No.
What are you talking about?
We were talking about something, and one of our wonderful listeners commented and explained to me exactly what it was. I will look it up if you'll do the next.
Yeah. So the bubble skirt's now out. It was all over the place when the fashion stuff were coming out for this year. And it first made its debut in the 50s, and then in the 80s when I enjoyed it, then in the 2000s, and now, but now it's out. Beaded bags. So their purses covered in these colorful beads. It took off on TikTok. In Style ran a headline saying, "You'll find this trend in every cool girl's closet," but guess what? Not
so much.
Yeah. Other trends from the past years that have come and gone very quickly. Whipped coffee was big in 2020. How do you say this? Birria tacos?
Yeah, looks like birria tacos. Yeah, I'm not sure.
2021, Barbie pink, of course, in 2023. I still love Barbie pink. And then the mob wife look was big for a hot minute last year.
The thing I was talking about that I got way wrong was Boomerang, a local kids show.
Yeah, what about it?
Marnie, well, we were talking about it. You had mentioned it.
I sang it. I sang the song.
Right. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So thank you for
Who told you what it was?
Susie the Groomer.
Susie the Groomer. Thanks, Susie.
About that. Let me see if this works.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face...
Well,
why?
The story's about Smellmaxxing, and I just saw this thing. All it says here is butts.
What? Where does it say? Okay, here's the thing. I did not know what Smellmaxxing was. I saw this as a headline, and I'm like, what's Smellmaxxing?
Please, do tell.
I'm going to read some of this because I really had no idea. So this got big during COVID when people were trying to, I don't know, activate the receptors in their nostrils, I guess. And there's this thing called perfume talk. It's a corner of TikTok that is popularized by the necessity of enhancing one's odor using designer fragrances, and it's called Smellmaxxing. There's also scent layering. So there is these two things. So Smellmaxxing is like you're putting this designer perfume on you or cologne.
Mm-hmm.
Scent layering is when you create your own scent by putting several colognes or perfumes on you at the same time.
I always thought that if you did that, you just make this messy, horrible smell.
No, I don't know why they have to call it. Like, why is it called Smellmaxxing? It's like you're just putting on perfume.
But multiple perfumes.
Well, only if you're scent layering.
Oh, okay.
So there's like, it's like the enhancing one's odor using designer fragrances is called Smellmaxxing.
Okay.
That's just in our era. It was just, the guys wore like Polo cologne and it was just, we're just putting on perfume, putting on cologne, but we have to put a name.
And that's what Smellmaxxing is.
We were Smellmaxxing and we didn't even know it.
Onward?
Yeah, it's just becoming popular, but because of all these TikTokers doing it in that, whatever that I called it, perfume talk.
Digging out their old bottles of Drakkar Noir.
Well, here's the thing. Who's benefiting from this is the luxury brands of perfume. It's making a comeback.
Okay. I didn't know it went away, but I guess.
Well, I think that, I don't know, Curt. I just wanted to introduce everyone to Smellmaxxing.
I like it. It's a fancy word for putting on perfume or cologne. Oh, yeah.
Or how about this one? Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
I could find that. You never give me time.
We get up earlier. We we asked the question for our question of the day. What's the best ice cream treat? Could be anything, right? It could be a blizzard, could be just regular ice cream, could be a popsicle, could be a fudgesicle.
I got to be honest with you. I did not know all these things existed.
What?
Because some of these things on here, I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of that.
Okay, well, I'm excited to go through it for you to tell us what you haven't heard of. Okay, the first one, which I would like to go find this, Phil said, he's very adamant about this. It's peach ice cream found in Santa Barbara, California. Ask Carrie, who is our friend Carrie All, for details. One scoop was $11.
Oh, okay. I don't have to try that one. Anne Marie, she's got the World's Fair Sundays at Crown Candy Kitchen in St. Louis. Thanks for listening in Missouri.
I know, I love that.
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie filled in as a co-host once when you were gone.
Yeah, that's right. She did a great job.
Jackie, who's also filled in as a co-host, my roommate, said ice cream sandwiches. I agree 100%.
Can't go wrong there.
I really like the carnation ice cream sandwiches because everything is so quality in that ice cream sandwich.
That's what are the ice cream sandwiches that instead of having the top and the bottom are cookies?
A cookie ice cream sandwich.
All right. Anne said hot fudge sundae with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Classic. Corey, Baskin Robbins peanut butter and chocolate ice cream. Only Baskin Robbins.
Okay, I feel like I need to take Corey out for some Baskin Robbins. Carrie said gelato in Italy. My favorite is, I should know how to say this word.
Stracciatella?
Yeah, I think that.
Stracciatella?
Yeah.
Tiger could only come up with ice cream.
I asked Tiger, I replied back to his post for our question and said, is it any specific kind of ice cream, any specific flavor? And all he responded was ice cream. I'm like, all right.
Heidi likes banana splits. I haven't had a banana split in forever. That might be a good one. Laurel says butter pecan and caribou caramel ice cream. Caramel or caramel, Jen?
Well, I like caramel. It sounds fancier.
Okay. Her husband's favorite is that, and she would take the low carb butter pecan.
Yep. And then Jan said soft swirl cone, which is money in the bank.
Can't go wrong there.
Jelly said the peanut butter parfait at DQ. And Barb said, I agree. Now I have to yuck their yum. I call that the peanut butter parfait. I just do not like that.
Well, that's okay. It's okay to be wrong because you're mistaken, but that's all right. Gerald likes Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars, bringing back fond memories because my grandma Always made sure her freezer was stocked with them whenever I came to visit. Nice.
Eric
Nice.
said, I love this, said Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches. Yes, you can actually get those at Costco now. Or a pig trough at Farrell's. Yes.
Those are two, by the way. Well, Farrell's is not still around, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So, but I have not had the specific Fat Boy ice cream sandwich. So.
Oh, well, we can get you those. Those are at Costco.
Right. I know. That's what I just found out when you just said that. I was like, I've not had those before. How about Andrea says Ben and Jerry, Cherry Garcia, which is great. Tim says Snickers, the frozen Snickers.
Those are good.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Susie said vanilla Haagen-Dazs ice cream with butterscotch sauce, whipped cream from a can, rainbow sprinkles, and a cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Jennifer's answer covers everything. All of them.
All
and then
of them.
Jenny says, I'm still going to go with Choco Taco.
I love it. I love these answers. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a brand new question of the day coming up here before the show is over. Actually, very close to the end. So hang in there with us. All right.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Get it?
I should have had you watch the video that went with this story because I wasted way too much time watching it, but I was highly entertained by with my mouth on the floor, are you kidding me? This is the new hot exercise trend and it's running on all fours.
Right. Running and jumping on all fours like an animal. They're calling it quadrobics and it's gaining traction on social media. It is. People are showing off their bear crawls. I could probably do a bear crawl, but a cat leap, I don't know if I could do that.
This story was in New York Post and they made it clear that this does not have anything to do with furries. Although the video that was attached to this particular story, I'm pretty sure they were a furry. But here's and I don't understand this. I respect it all. Do what you're going to do. Right. But I've never heard of the term alter human. That's how this person referred to themselves, an alter human.
So that's what a furry is, right?
I don't know.
Is that the furries or is that the being around on all fours?
So this person was showing you how to do quadrobics. And the amazing thing is she should probably audition for Lion King.
Good.
The stage production. She could move pretty much like a cat. And she wore a cat mask while she was showing us.
They could redo the redo of Cats the movie.
Oh, there's that too. No, and I would want it to be human. Yes, that's true. She could be in it.
It seems like that would be difficult to do. So from that standpoint, I could see how it'd be a good workout.
Yeah, people are saying I lost, I could see the muscle definition come quickly. I lost weight. I mean, it's just, it's another hot trend that people are doing. And it would be hard to exercise on all fours. There's no question about it.
This is not going to be something that Jen Pierak's going to try out.
I am not going to do this one. Are you, Curt?
Probably not. If I do, though, if I figure out how to do a crab reach or a beast hold, I will certainly film it. Do you say film it or record it? What do you record it, right? Video recording.
You can find videos on YouTube if you want to learn more. That's what.
All right, here we go. Here we go. What Americans can't stop buying. And this is another one where they took all the Google searches for something. And in this case, Google looked at the searches for how to stop buying blank, meaning it sounds like these people were looking for assistance because they had a problem. It's like, how can I stop buying fire extinguishers? I can't stop.
Here are the top 5 things that people Googled to try to figure out how to get help on stop buying. The number 1 thing, how to stop buying Pokemon cards.
Okay.
I guess it's become a real problem, even with full-grown adults. I mean, there's a person that was on Reddit that said her husband racked up over $100,000 in debt buying Pokemon cards.
That person needs some help with that, I would say. But if they can afford it, why not, right?
How to stop buying water bottles.
Yeah, we have a lot of water bottles, but most of them were, just given to me at some point or a gift. How to stop buying books. That's what Riley could use, but she's never going to stop buying books. Well, your daughter is reading constantly, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. If you're reading them, great. If you're just buying them for looks, well, maybe you want to revisit. She does read like crazy. She's a crazy reader.
For looks, I like that.
I love it.
How to stop buying clothes. Somebody's like, if you can't find room in your closet or dresser, you've probably got enough clothes, it says. And a lot of people would say bologna slices, right?
I'd say bologna slices to that. You can always find room for more clothes. The
Okay.
other one that kind of goes with that is how to stop buying fast fashion. It's just like how to stop buying clothes, except for these are cheap clothes.
That's fast fashion. All
You
right.
can keep up with the trends.
So those are the trends that maybe these are not the ones that are failing in 2025. These are the ones that people might need help with. So
Yeah.
we're behind you if you're any of those people. We are.
We're sending good vibes your way. Okay. Have you heard of all this hubbub around
Yeah.
Taco Barrel changed its logo and they debuted it, I don't know, like a week or two ago? Not long ago. It was like in the last week to 2 weeks.
And people went crazy.
Yeah, people went crazy because they simplified their logo and they took out the guy that was on their logo, like leaning against a barrel, and
Right.
just let it be the text. That's literally what they did. They just took out the guy on the barrel, and people were pissed.
Well, here's the thing. If they just thought, hey, you just took you didn't really update the logo other than making it more boring, I guess. It's still the yellow background with the brown writing. It just says Cracker Barrel. And they removed, if you recall, like you said, there's an elderly gentleman leaning against a giant barrel of some sort. But people, it became kind of a political thing, or you had to take sides on it. What they're saying is basically conservatives said, hey, you don't need to take that old timer out of there. He could stay in there, which I didn't think there was any correlation with politics or anything at all.
Me
But that's what
either.
it turned into.
They said, we thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. At Cracker Barrel, gosh, that's hard to say. It's always been and always will be about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that every family likes.
Okay.
We look
And I'll
forward
tell you what, if you've ever been to Cracker Barrel, it is 100% comfort food, and it's a lot of comfort food. So that's, but apparently, and I think it wasn't just conservatives. I should say that a lot of people just, for whatever reason, thought you've not made this any better. And it seems like you simplified it for maybe the wrong reasons.
I think so. The stock, when they did their logo change, the stock went down 65% since 2019.
And that would be an indicator to change the logo
That's
back.
significant. Yeah.
Okay.
This is all you, Curt. I thought you'd like this story.
Yeah, and it makes sense because we're getting to an age, and it just struck me the other day because you're constantly reading about our childhood musical and maybe motion picture heroes and stuff like that are aging, and some of them are starting to pass away. So this is, according to ultimateclassicrock.com, there are only, count them, 20 major old school rock bands that can still reunite with their classic lineups due to, well, people having passed away, I guess. This says it's worth noting that Black Sabbath just missed making the list because, of course, Ozzy Osbourne, original in Black Sabbath, and he just passed away. The list of bands that could actually get together with their original lineups and get out on the road: Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, Journey, Iron Maiden, Kiss, Heart, Rage Against the Machine, not classic rock to me, but okay, Night Ranger, REM, the David Lee Roth Band, but not Van Halen, obviously, Supertramp, Jane's Addiction, Cheap Trick, Genesis, Scorpions, The Police, Pearl Jam, and Talking Heads. And several of these, especially these last few that I put together, The Police, never getting together again. They said that. Talking Heads, absolutely not.
Why?
In the Talking Heads case, I know because this was just in the news, David Byrne, the lead singer and founding member, said, you know what, that it wasn't just the music, it was also the time, the era or whatever, that according to him, the songs were kind of for that time and they're not really for this time or something. Maybe that's just an excuse to not play him anymore because he's gone on to have a solo career. And
that was
what
the
have you.
Talking Heads people?
The other Talking Heads people would probably like to have a, reunion, but and you never say never, right? Because Oasis just got back together and went on the road. Nobody thought that would happen.
The one that surprised me on this list is Supertramp.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of arguing between Roger Hodgson and Rick Davies. Why do I know this crap?
I don't know.
They were like a Lennon and McCartney. It was like they worked. The output was great, but they were like polar opposites, and there was a lot of arguing. And whatever. So there you go. Hopefully you can see some of those bands someday.
There are 2 bands that are still active with their classic lineup. That's U2 and Poison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of those bands is really awesome.
Poison? All right, this brings us to the time of the program where we ask our question of the day, which will be posted on our Facebook pages, Curt and Jen in the morning, Jen Pirak on Facebook, and hopefully Curt Cruz will do it too.
This one is not going to give us a lot of funny answers, I don't think, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the answers are.
And don't take this like this is not a raunchy question, because we're going to give you some. I'm going to give you some examples. Curt will give you a couple examples. The question is this: what do you do that's more intimate than sex?
Yeah,
and this was posted on Reddit. I believe it was posted on Reddit, and it's more about like, here's an example, like sharing a toothbrush in a pinch, or
reading books together. Somebody had reading books together was one.
Yeah,
the things that you just hold precious. Maybe you and your partner do. Maybe it's something you do, alone on your own. But yeah, that you feel like, you know what, sex is great, but this to me is even more intimate than sex. And of course, the big answer one, the one that's saying letting someone see you at your most vulnerable, which is hard to do.
I love the person, like on Reddit, one of the answers that someone gave, which is a little bit of food for thought. Someone said, literally anything in a healthy relationship can be more intimate than sex.
That's true. I like this one that said playing music together. That's another good one. So let us know.
You and Dana? Do you have an answer for you and Dana?
Not off the top of my head. It's not playing music together because she doesn't really play. Although we both played trumpet in high school. So we have that connection.
You know what? For me right now, it's probably helping with the remodel. You know what? Like, because it just brings us closer together. He's teaching me a lot of things. I'm helping him. I think that he really appreciates, because even if I can't do a lot, anything I'm doing is helping him. It's something he doesn't have to spend time doing. Yeah, it's been a great experience.
And I used to go to when Dana would have those conventions 2 or 3 times a year with a nonprofit, the Soaring Spirits. She said, it really is very helpful just that you're here, because it's like, I don't feel like I'm doing very much. There's not a whole lot to do right now. And she's like, just the fact that you're here is really helpful. So let us know, what do you do that you feel might be even more intimate than sex? And we'll have those answers for you on Friday.
Okay, new
Friday,
episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like we mentioned earlier. In the meantime, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and
laugh, everybody, laugh.
Good for the soul. Have a great day. We'll see you on Friday.